The Adam Gravitz Sports Show.
Dominating everything. It's been a good tournament. Great. I mean, obviously the Oakland game was great. Jack Golke, that guy was awesome.
He's a good story. He's definitely a good story.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some great. I mean, the Colorado-Florida game was awesome. Mm-hmm. I mean, 102-100 in a non-overtime game is amazing.
Yeah, you love no defense. It's your favorite kind of game.
I mean, I do. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, Houston almost had an epic meltdown in the second round against Texas A&M. What else? Purdue. It's not fun. I mean, Edey is a great player, but it's just not fun watch. Like, I mean, the dude is just he just gets so many fucking calls. It's not enjoyable.
Well, if you had him in your player pool, you'd be happy.
Well, I didn't because I had the sixth fucking pick. So shut up.
Well, if you had number one, would you have picked him?
Yes, of course I would have.
Okay, so you can't argue with his performance.
Okay, it's extremely hard to win from the sixth position. I'm just making that really clear.
Okay, well, it sounds like excuses there, but it's fine.
Oh, fuck you, Jack. Fuck you.
Look, they had 100. They beat Utah State by 40. So
yeah, no, I'm well aware.
And Marquette, the year I gave up on them, they finally are winning, so that's cool.
Well, we did take Kolek, and everyone in the player pool draft was like, "That's a bad pick. He's hurt." I'm like, "Go fuck yourselves. He's not hurt.
Yeah,
he's hurt, but he's going to be back, and he's been very solid." So, I mean, I did have a blow up during our player pool draft, but that's
you had a blow up, like an emotional blow up.
This guy who in this player pool draft, it's like we do with people that I used to work with at the Wizards and other whatever. And there's this one guy who I used to work with him. I didn't really like him when we worked there. Mm-hmm. And he just had little dig comments. Like we took some guys. He's like, congrats on taking all the injured guys. I'm like, well, you don't know anything about basketball, so shut the fuck up. I know who's hurt. I know who's not. And he just keeps on taking digs. And then they took Hunter Dickinson. I was like, oh, congrats on your injured pick. Mm-hmm. And it was just it went back and forth. And this girl who were really, it's kind of like a mediator type. She knows both of us pretty well. She was like, yo, Steve, apologize to him. And then he just took when people they do the disingenuous apologies? Mm-hmm. He did one of those. And I was like,
I'm sorry if I offended you.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't it was just he did one of these, I'm sorry. He just said it was a condescending apology. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, go fuck yourself. Don't talk to me. I'm not friends with you. If we were friends, I could understand you joking around, but we're not friends, so go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those, everyone's like, oh, is he being real? I'm like, yeah, I'm being real. I don't like this guy, so don't fucking joke with me. So that was the blow up. That was, I guess, the highlight of the draft for everyone, seeing me blow up. But it's if you're going to antagonize me, I'm not just going to sit there and take it. I'm sorry. That's not who I am.
And that's why people join that league. For that.
I know, because of me. I know. Great. Thanks, Jack. So again, I should sit back and just take shit. That's what you want me to do. That's fine. This is what Jack does.
What the people want is you being your true self.
And I was, but we're in last place. I tell Brian every year, every time we suck, I'm like, bro, you can chop me, you can X me out because we suck, because it's always my fault. I don't know what to do. Sometimes we take mid-major guys, that flops. Sometimes we take high-scoring guys, that flops. Sometimes we just take low-scoring guys from top teams and see if they can advance. We get more games, that flops. It's there's nothing else I can do. I took two guys from UConn with our first two picks. You're like, oh, that's a brilliant idea. They've been fine, but nothing great. It's it's just frustrating,
Well, look,
it's frustrating.
We
have 7 guys. Listen,
you have seven guys left. Look, the general rule is no one should feel like they're not going to make it anywhere because it's only been the first week, and I don't know if I've ever seen a pool of any sort where the team who's in first place at the end of the first week is the winner in the end. So there's still time, especially if you're in a normal, picking bracket. The points go up in the next rounds. So when your picks end up maybe being correct,
but I also think I don't see a ton of upsets though this week.
Well,
I really don't.
I think your guys will score points, so you'll get moved back up.
No, I know.
How many guys? How many guys did let's say the team we said you're in 7th place? What place are you in?
10th. No. We're in 10th out of 10.
10th out of 10. So how many players do on average teams 4 through 9 have left?
5 to 8. Everyone's got a good number left. It's not going to be. Listen, I figured out a very small way that we could do something and I hate to say this, you're going to kill me for this, and the listeners are going to kill me for this. Duke has to beat Houston for me. I know.
Why would anyone kill you for that?
Well, because everyone hates Duke.
Oh yeah, Duke sucks, but
everyone hates Duke. No, I need Duke to win.
Okay.
And it hurts. And I also need Alabama to beat UNC, which probably isn't going to happen.
Well,
I know, and then everything else, it just needs to be like the favorites. Like I need Marquette to win. I need Arizona, UConn, Purdue.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well,
we'll see how it goes.
You never know. It's called March Madness for a reason, not because things happen the way you think they're supposed to.
I mean, look, I've done well. I've hit on some bets. I have a couple futures still pending, so we'll see how that goes too.
You never know, and as long as. But
the tournament's fun. The tournament's awesome. It's my favorite 4 days of the year. I love the tournament and I hate the tournament because it's so stressful with the playing, but the game, it's just so much fun just watching games. There's a new game starting 40 minutes later, and now we have the Sweet 16, which is great. You got the double headers on Thursday and Friday. So, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. We haven't had like our that major up or buzzer beaters yet, but when I did mention that Oakland beat Kentucky, you would think maybe Kentucky would make a change of coach, even though he has a John Calipari's lifetime contract. Apparently, it was announced today he'll be coming back next year. I don't understand it. I think they should fire him. He's a great recruiter. Nobody's going to argue that one. He's not a good X's and O's coach. He just isn't. He's just not. The numbers don't lie. He's 1-4 in his last 5 NCAA tournaments.
It's not good.
He's also St. Peter's and Oakland in 2 of the last 3 tournaments. I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not as good as you think. You're not. He has 2 lottery picks on the bench.
Yeah.
Reed Shepherd and Rob Dillingham didn't start. What are we doing here? It's so yeah. I think if you're a Kentucky fan, I would not be happy about that news because apparently he said he's not going to change. So yeah, it's pretty brain dead.
Would you trade Leonard Hamilton for Calipari?
Yeah, absolutely. Why? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. Okay. Because John Calipari would get us all the 5-star freshmen in the world.
But then you'd lose in the first round of the tournament every year.
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton hasn't made the first round and hasn't made the tournament in 3 years. What do you want me to do, dude?
Really? You haven't made the tournament in 3 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 21 was the last time he made it. So,
well, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what else is going on.
Well, so I want to talk about the world of athletes gambling because we talked about I really gambling. So
I don't want to talk about athletes
no, because it's good stuff. So Jontay Porter.
Oh, the Jontay Porter. Okay, yeah.
So the NBA is investigating irregularities on prop betting when it involves him. Apparently,
yes, because he clearly
points.
We don't need to investigate it. He definitely bet on himself or had somebody bet on him. So are you kidding me?
Explain the prop bets.
I mean, so basically, first off, if you're betting Jontay Porter prop bets, there's whatever. So I guess there's a couple games where he and it's being investigated that he bet the unders on his props. And in those 2 games, he had 2 injuries. One was an illness. One was an eye injury. Mm-hmm. And he a shocker. He then just so happened to not hit any of his props those 2 days. Mm-hmm. So,
and then some of his friends happened to bet the under on those. Is that what you're suggesting?
I believe that's what they're. Yeah, it's like he ruined his life and his NBA career for $1 million. I think is what it said he won for
$500 million. Your friend Shohei Ohtani claims that his interpreter, who essentially is his best friend on the team, he didn't know that he was making bets with his accounts and stuff.
I'm not buying that.
He said he's been stealing money from my account and has told lies, is what he says.
That's what he said. Again, I'm not buying it. But the interpreter is the fall guy and he's going to get paid a handsome reward for it.
And then Ohtani said, I have never gone through a bookmaker to bet on sports. That sounds very specific. You went through the bookmaker because you went through your interpreter. That's the whole point.
Yeah, listen. I think if this was an average player in MLB, they'd be held out of baseball games right now. But because it's Shohei Ohtani, the best player in baseball, they're not going to do anything about it until shit happens. Investigation.
To me, it seems like he's probably this to me doesn't seem like the cleanest of cover-ups he's done, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more stuff that comes out.
We'll see, but here's the thing. The interpreter is going to continue to take the fall because the interpreter is going to continue to get paid a shitload of money.
Well, his position doesn't improve because if he changes his story, right?
I mean, the interpreter is definitely getting $25 to $30 million for this to take the fall. That's true, right? He's getting a massive amount of money to take this fall. So whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I don't buy Shohei's excuse. But
why? Yeah. All right. So let's think about it logically here. He's got. a $700 million contract.
So remember, a lot of that shit's deferred. Remember that. It's like he's only getting paid like $2 million a year, and it's like $68 million is deferred or some shit.
Yeah.
It's something weird. It's some weird stuff. But he made a lot with the Angels. Remember, he made a lot with the Angels.
Yeah.
In that first contract.
I mean,
and plus his endorsements.
Some guys like betting. Some guys like gambling.
No,
to me it's more likely that. So to me it's more likely that he would be playing doing the Michael Jordan casino type shit, right?
But the good thing is though he's not. It doesn't sound like he's betting on baseball, so that's good. It does. I mean, that's good.
I don't think it should matter unless you're doing the Jontay Porter thing where you're obviously scamming things. You should be able to bet on everything is sponsored by 3 different gambling leagues.
No, I know, but you can't bet baseball.
While you're playing baseball, yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, you can't, right? But if he's betting other sports,
then why do NFL players get to do fantasy football?
I don't think they do.
I mean, they do.
I think it's because they don't do it for money.
Oh, they're not supposed to do it for money. It's for fun.
Yeah. I think it's it's charity or something, or I don't know. But baseball players, I know they do fantasy football leagues. I don't know the whole. It is a slippery slope because, like you said, everything is sponsored by gambling companies and all that shit, and then you're telling these guys they can't bet.
There is a sports book inside the Wizards arena.
Oh, I'm aware, dude. I know.
There's a sports book.
But you also can't be a fucking idiot like Jontay Porter. Jontay Porter's and the funny thing is, Jontay Porter doesn't need the money. His brother is? It's Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, so stupid.
You don't need the Yes, you want to make your own money, but obviously, if you were on hard times, your brother, who's got hundreds of millions of dollars, would help you out.
Well, also he could just hang out and be himself and collect millions for nothing.
But now he's gonna get a lifetime ban, which he should, and he's not gonna be allowed to play in America.
Yeah.
Again, he can go play overseas, but yeah, man, he's a fucking idiot. I'm trying to think of anything else going on. Opening day, I guess, is Thursday. I gotta say,
the real opening day.
Right, I gotta say, smart move by MLB to do Dodgers Padres during the NCAA tournament. Really smart move, MLB, to get more viewers. Really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Having your best, the best team playing at 6:00 in the morning Eastern time, and 3:00 in the morning.
Last week's game, yeah.
Is MLB just stupid? Are the marketing people just morons?
I don't know why they did that.
I'm sorry. You can't tell me that was intelligent at all.
Wasn't smart. I didn't watch it.
But here's the thing though. MLB opening day is the same day as the Sweet 16. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to give a shit.
Well,
you really think people are going to give a shit? Okay, you're right, Jack.
Okay, well, let's just
here comes Jack. Here comes Jack defending MLB.
So here's, for example...
Okay, go.
The Sweet 16 game starts at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Orioles opening day is at 3 p.m.
Well, do we know? Time out. Are the Orioles actually going to play?
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't they play?
Because of the bridge accident?
Well, that's not by the stadium.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if it was. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. My point is, though, there are games at 7 o'clock, are there not?
I don't care about those games.
So you're defending you think MLB, you think MLB's smart with their marketing?
Baseball, there's 162 games. Who cares?
You love defending MLB. You're such an old
They have games
fart.
every day. Who cares? There's games every day. It doesn't matter.
But opening day is that's the big one.
Wake me up in September.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Well, by the way, your Orioles smart move to just demote all your top prospects. Really smart.
It was
awesome move to Jackson Holliday, who was a fucking stud during spring training. No, you're gonna defend this. You love defending the Orioles and their stupid fucking. Well, I can't make fun of.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. He died. That's fine.
But you were happy with.
Let's think. Let's think on it.
No, Jackson Holliday doesn't deserve to play. That's fine.
Not that. Okay. You've said it yourself. You can't pay all these young guys, right?
Yeah.
You
want to say...
And you can't play all the young guys, right?
I know what you're going to say.
So if they bring him up later in the year, they get to reserve his rookie contract.
I knew you were coming.
And then they have 1 year later to free agency.
You're so cheap. That is such a cheap way of looking at things.
Doesn't that scream what they're doing?
Oh, it's absolutely what they're doing. So it's 100% what they're doing.
The team... It's 162 games.
I understand. I'm just saying you better go off to a good start.
Also, who would you bench in favor of him?
I don't know, Jack. He's the best fucking prospect in baseball. Though.
Okay, so is Gunnar Henderson.
No, you're right.
So is Adley Rutschman.
I don't know, Jack. Bench your shorts. Who's the shortstop right now?
I don't know who's doing start shortstop. Let's see.
Then bench whoever the shortstop is and put.
I heard he's going to play second base.
Then put Henderson at shortstop and Holiday at second base, Jack.
I don't know, man.
This isn't a hard fucking concept.
I don't run the baseball team. I don't. So they've got Gunnar Henderson starting at shortstop.
And who's the second baseman?
Second is Westberg, the other top.
Then bench him, Jack, or figure something the fuck out. He was your top
recruit, top prospect last year.
Here's what you do, Jack. You trade Westberg for like a top level pitcher. But of course, you don't want to do that because God forbid Jack wants to win. You know what's going to be funny? This is what's going to be funny.
What's funny?
When you win 92 games this year, lose out in the playoffs, and then Corbin Burns says, "Go fuck yourself." Jack seems not serious.
I would have cut Ryan McKenna, your backup right fielder, and kept our friend Holiday online.
No, I'm just saying.
And then you can always put like Jorge Mateo in the outfield in a pinch.
Again, my point is this. Jackson Holiday was really fucking good in spring training. He should have made the team. I get why they're doing it, but it's just a sucky thing to do to these top prospects. Like what the Nats are doing. I'll be honest with you. The Nats could have easily broken camp with James Wood, Dylan Cruz, and maybe one or two other prospects, and they didn't because they're so cheap, and they want to, like you said, they want to push it down the road. Okay, whatever. But like the Nats are also not serious about winning, so it is what it is. Like they signed like one, but they signed like one, like maybe one major league free agent this offseason. They are so unserious about winning.
Baseball,
but whatever.
Baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. The
you're right.
Guys are going to get hurt throughout the course of the year, and there's going to be spots open for younger guys to come up.
Oh, yeah. So how about your Wizards, though? They're hot.
Hottest team in basketball, 3 in a row. Call it a winning streak. They are on fire. You know, who would have thought that starting Jordan Poole as the point guard one would have been a major turnaround? You know what's the frustrating thing? Let me tell you what the really frustrating thing is. What's that?
Like, during the start of the season, we were playing Danilo Gallinari and Mike Muscala. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, you're telling me we couldn't have won game. Like, if you had just played like Oma Rui and guys like that we wanted to see play, like, they'd have probably won a few more games. No, listen, Jordan Poole has been a massive disappointment in his first year. Nobody's going to argue that one.
Yes. But
I will say this, though. As a point guard, he is a good playmaker. Now, that doesn't change the fact that he still has a horrible contract and all that shit. But you agree, like, he should be the starting point guard next year. He should.
When things shake out, we don't know who they're going to end up drafting, but you know, there's no reason why he can't be your PG1.
Well, what's frustrating is that like you and I both wanted Tyus Jones traded. Yeah. They didn't trade Tyus Jones for some godforsaken reason. Mm-hmm. They didn't trade Landry Shamet for some godforsaken reason. It's like, what if those two being on the roster like held back certain guys?
Yeah.
You know, but no, they're hot. Listen. I looked at the stuff. There was somebody posted or tweeted something that like the bottom 3 teams all have the exact same odds for picks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So as long as you don't like get like if you don't win like 9 in a row or some dumb shit like that,
yeah,
they're gonna finish 2 or 3, I would imagine.
Yeah, in
terms of record. So like you don't want to be the 4th worst team. Then your odds get progressively worse. But like you would agree, you want to be. I didn't realize that there's literally no difference.
We've said it doesn't.
This draft sucks anyway.
It doesn't hurt them to like have more pride in themselves and like feel better about the team and like it looked to me again. I don't care about the.
It's also
winning 20 games feels better than only winning 14 the whole year.
Well, and also it doesn't. It's not shocking that they're playing better with younger players.
Yeah.
Like these guys actually, because they're playing for, like roster spots. Like in the beginning of the season, you're playing like we were both yelling the entire time, like what the hell are they doing playing like Gallinari and Muscala and Shamet? It made no sense. Also, like those guys should never have gotten any minutes on this team.
And then Vucevic.
Well, okay,
I'm glad he arrived in America and he's playing.
But I'm still like. But here's my thing.
What took so long?
A, what took so long, and B, why is he not playing 25 minutes a game? I'm sorry. Don't give me I don't want to hear conditioning.
6 points and 3 rebounds in 9 minutes. Let's give him 18 minutes and see what happens, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, Rashawn Holmes has played nice the last few games.
He's nice.
Marvin Bagley, fine. Give me 25 minutes of Vucevic. You're not, like, I don't understand why they're not. I don't. So, whatever. It is what it is. They've won 3 in a row. They've played better. I don't think anybody's going to argue that. Like you said, I said this, like it didn't hurt to win 20 games. It doesn't hurt to be 20 and 62. It's not going to change like the team still is fucking trash. Like they're still fucking trash.
And it looks better than only winning 15. Johnny Davis still stinks.
Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer. We all know that. I'm just over this. I hate him. Like I'm so done with him.
And Jared Butler's a nice backup point guard.
Yeah, he's our backup point guard next year. He should be the backup point guard.
He can't shoot, 13,
but he's a great.
He had 13 assists last night.
But he's not a great shooter. If he can just spend the entire
he's
summer
0 for
just
6
shooting
shooting threes. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is spend the entire summer just shooting.
Yeah.
That's our back. There's your backup point guard for next year.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on? Obviously, I mentioned it briefly. The tragic collapse of the Key Bridge. Well, that video was just crazy.
Yeah, getting hit by a giant barge didn't really help.
And the worst part is then we have Jack's Republicans who just, say the absolute most vile, heinous shit.
Yeah.
Such as, it's Biden's fault. This is a deep state conspiracy. Like, it wasn't really... What were the other stupid fucking things?
Cyber terrorism or something.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what is wrong with these? Like, it had to do with, like, the border or something? Like, this is insane shit.
Yeah, then there's racist stuff saying because the mayor's black person that's why it happens. It's like...
But, like, and then somebody's like,
freaking barge hits the support post.
The giant barge lost power and hit it.
Yeah.
Like, it was not like anything crazy. It's not a cyber terrorist attack. It is something Biden said that the federal government's going to support the restoration. MDOT and Jack's friend Trump wouldn't do that because Maryland's a blue state. There's no chance he'd actually give money to it.
No, and but yeah, I think looking at other significant road destruction that happened in years past, this is probably going to take a year if things go well. It's going to take a while.
It's good. Yeah. But it's horrible what happened. It's tragic, and Biden is a competent leader, so he's doing the right thing. Yeah. Unlike Jack's favorite former president, who is selling Bibles, which Jack will buy.
If you can't buy a Bible for under $60, I don't know what you're doing.
Time out. Also, we both remember they asked him his favorite Bible verse, and he said, like, what did he say? Like, I don't want to disclose that or some shit.
I don't know. It's one of the things where it's like when you tell you meet someone at a bar and they're like, oh yeah, I love this band. You're like, oh yeah, what's your favorite song? You're like, oh, they're all just so good.
And that's exactly what it's just. And the sad thing is his stupid mouth breathing supporters like Alex Carson will buy like 4 Bibles. And then wonder why they don't have money for groceries.
Because you spent $240
Because you spent $240. You spent $240 on Bibles and another $500 on like more weird shirts and hats and like decals for your car.
You know what I haven't heard about in like a week? The golden shoes. Because guess what? They're not going to ship any of them.
Because it is all a grift.
But then that dingbat, they had the merger of the digital company, and now he gets to get all this money.
It's called a pump and dump. You understand?
That was your nickname in high school.
So hold on. You're telling me you think Truth Social is worth $13 billion valuation, which is what it was. Which is what?
So dumb.
No, Jack. They made no money. It's not worth. Okay. You think that the shares are going to stay at that high of a price? Are you out of your fucking mind?
They're already caving. Let's see. DWAC.
Stop, dude.
DWAC stock. Let's see.
No, it's fine. Like again, he's such a grifter.
I mean, it's dropped. Good. 20 points in the last hour.
Again, he's such a grifter, and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It's money laundering.
Nobody cares.
It's money laundering.
Of course it is. Yeah, and your boy got another gag order, which, as you and I both said off camera, doesn't mean shit because for some reason nobody wants to enforce anything with him because he has proven that he is above the law, as evidenced by the bond being cut in like half or like 2/3. So yeah, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think if you want to show that you actually mean business, then send his ass to jail. Stop with the he's under a gag order, and if he does this, he'll go. He's got the possession. No, he needs to go to jail.
Go to jail.
You joke about it. He needs to go to jail.
Lock him up.
But that's our political talk.
Lock him up.
Jack's buying 4 Bibles when we get off the show.
No, but I do have to sign. I got a text from the campaign. I gotta go to my training so I can do my calls and text messages and stuff.
So no, you're not buying 4 Bibles.
I gotta do. The Zoom meeting where I learn about how to not melt down against Trumpers.
Are you telling me that you don't want a $60 Bible?
I don't want a free Bible they give you at the hotel in the little drawer. Why would I want to pay $60 for it?
I want to see what I want to do is I want to meet the person that, like you said, you could go get a Bible. I'm sure you could go to your local church or like you could go, I don't know, you could buy a Bible.
A library or a bookstore, and it's going to be
how much would a Bible cost?
15, 20 bucks.
Okay. Don't you want to meet the person that's like, yep, I could go to my bookstore and get it for $15, but nope, I'm going to spend $60 plus shipping, I'm sure.
$60 plus $20 shipping and handling. But guess what? When you take that Bible, that's the Trump Bible, to a Trump rally, and you get him to sign it with his terrible, like, giant whatever, when your kids throw it away when you're dead, you're going to feel like you really did something in this world.
Well, it's a lot of, because you'll be misinformed.
Misinformated. You got the misinformating.
Did you also see he misspelled the word? He misspelled Biden. He spelled it Bud. Boone. Yeah. I just love this. Oh my God, I love this guy. One thing I will say, he does bring, like, every week we have something new to talk about because he is so fucking stupid. Yeah. And there's so much fucking, like, every week you think, like, oh, he can't. Oh, last thing I want to mention. Did you see your friend won his 27th club championship?
This will be the last thing we talk about. Senior tournament and the club tournament. So he doubled it.
So I talked to my friend who's a golf guy, and he said, like, it's possible he won the senior one because he'd be playing from like closer tees.
Golden tees, yeah.
Right. But he said there was a 0% chance he won the club championship because you're playing from the regular tees.
Yeah.
Rick Riley, I'm not the biggest Rick Riley fan, but you know he wrote the book about Trump cheating at golf? Do you know some stories he would say that, like, he would open up a course, like a new golf course, right? Mm-hmm. Play around by himself, call up, like, let's say it was Bedminster, and be like, oh, what was the club championship top score? Oh, somebody shot 74. Oh, well, I shot 72 today, so I'm the club champion.
Yeah.
You know he would do this. It's an embarrassment that like Jack Nicklaus was like at this event, like congratulating him. It's like, this is like Kim Jong-un shit. Like saying that he won both. Like, no, you didn't. There's no chance. Look, he plays golf all the time, so I don't know what his handicap actually is. But he didn't win the senior club championship and the club championship. You didn't. It's an embarrassment. He's so pathetic. He has to win it. He would probably say he won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest this year. He actually probably would. True or false?
Mm-hmm.
You're not answering me. Like, not surprised.
I'm just reading about the golf chat about the senior tees versus the.
But also, we don't even know how many people are playing in the senior club championship.
Yeah.
What is it? Just him? We don't know. So anyway, that was the last thing I had to say. I thought you'd find that. I mean, when I saw that story come out, when he was like, I won both. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You make up scores. You take about, like, you lie about everything.
Yeah. I wish I could play him in golf.
But you would lose because he'd be cheating. He would say he'd be cheating and he'd say you're lying. Right. And you'd be like, no, I'm watching you the entire time. And he'd be like, no, you're lying.
Yeah,
right?
if he's playing from the upfront tees,
which is maybe what he does for the senior championship, is what my friend told me.
But there's no chance. The depending on the locations of the tee. I mean, it could be 100. It could be 100-yard difference.
I don't know. Wait. Let's end this. I know we could have done our picks for the. I mean, unless you want to do really quick picks for the Sweet 16. I don't know. You want to do that real quick? Quick. Like, we don't have to do spread. We can do.
All right, let's do speed round. Let me open it up.
Speed round. Okay, speed round. Speed round.
NCAA tournament. All right, Clemson, Arizona. I'm taking Clemson.
Arizona. Okay, I'm taking Arizona.
San Diego State, UConn.
UConn rolls.
Alabama, UNC.
I think UNC, but I think it could be close, but UNC wins.
Okay, Illinois, Iowa State. Taking Illinois.
Iowa State.
Great. They're mostly opposites. Awesome. NC State, Marquette. I'm going to take NC State in upset.
Marquette.
Okay. Gonzaga, Purdue.
Duke,
Houston. Houston.
No, I hate saying that, but Houston.
There you go. Creighton, Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee.
I'll begrudgingly take Tennessee.
There you go.
But I want Creighton to win. Okay. I want Creighton to win. But
Sames. All right.
Why are you taking Clemson? Before we go, why are you taking Clemson? Like, really?
I figured it would upset you.
It didn't upset me, but you know where the games are, right?
Doesn't matter.
It's in LA. But okay.
It's fine. I don't worry about their time zones and stuff. All right. For Adam, this is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.